Hello and welcome back to Sonic Generations with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So we will begin the next, I'm gonna play Act 1 and Act 2 of this next game, and Act 2 of the next, of the last game represented. So, this is Rooftop Run from Sonic Unleashed, and with ClassicSonic, he kind of, has the worst of the two stages because of, again, the platforming, but also the enemies. Most notably the egg launchers in the background, which are the red robots that launch missiles at you. Seriously, that's what they're called, egg launchers. They don't launch eggs, they launch missiles. The rather blackish purple robots that you saw earlier, just before I pushed that block there, were the egg fighters. Even though they're not really as buff as the egg knights from Sonic Unleashed. And what do you know, the spike traps from both the adventure games and Heroes. I don't know if they were in the thing, but they are here. So yeah, you can with both Sonics jump on top of them so long as you have decent timing, which, even for someone who has bad timing, it doesn't find it too hard myself, seriously. Unfortunately, this is where Sonic's jump really comes in badly here. So much so, I think Sega had to put those balloons in just to help Sonic get up. Seriously. And especially if you're going for all of the red rings, which, as I say, I'm not. But there was a red ring up there, and I completely missed my jump here. So yeah, spin dashing is kind of a trouble for the blue hedgehog, certainly the classic Sonic anyway. So yeah, and oh boy. More annoying things. Also, these sides. I believe that was in the night stages with the Weirhog. I don't know, I haven't played Sonic Unleashed in ages. But I do wish to. I do consider it better than Forces. Well, it's better than Forces. And also Lost World as well. And I actually like Sonic Lost World. And here's something that was in the Weirhog stages in Rooftop Run, namely the rolling barrels. Seriously, you had to open a door with them. Here they are a major obstacle for Sonic's classic self. Seriously. So much so you have to take cover from them in the various alcoves and whatnot in the, I guess I can call it a brewery. Yeah, seriously. At least he's not fighting a load of Gaia monsters, seriously. That would have been a pain. Especially with the fighting music. It just goes on forever. Anyway, that being said, let's go up here. And we can actually go this way now. If you think this is a slope, there's good reason. There's a barrel that comes down. And also you can see an airship. What do you think about that airship? Believe it or not, one of the guides I did buy for this game, yes, I did. Even though it was released in the era of YouTube and whatnot, yeah, I did get like a physical guide. It actually called that airship the Flying Battery. That is not the Flying Battery. The Flying Battery was a much bigger airship, and yeah, so I called bull on that one. Also, this segment, when we're going up the clock tower, we will have to deal with a bunch of egg chasers, which are the flying robots you would normally see in, the equivalent of max speed sections. And likewise with that, they will shoot their lasers at you. And also, actually pretty easy red ring there. So yeah, and towards the very end we will get probably my least favorite segment in the level. Probably not in the game because we still have the next level with ClassicSonic, which I'm not going to do in this episode, seriously. But yeah, there's more robots. That spring does not help you, seriously. The momentum Sonic gets off of some of the springs is just non-existent. The red ones still work, but anyway, this segment. Basically what you have to do is get Sonic into the center of the clock piece, and it does actually help. You don't necessarily have to, but it does help to destroy most of the robots, which is pretty hard to do given how slow the clock hands are moving and everything. Seriously, that thing could kill me anytime now. They are so dead on. And keep in mind that their shots do actually move very, very slowly enough. Likewise with something from, I dare say, those many of the robots in levels like Scrap Brain Zone in Sonic 1 or something. Or the Asterons in Metropolis Zone in Sonic 2. Yeah, that's what I'm going with, the Star Badniks. There are also bombs in the center of the clock face, so that doesn't help. Yeah, if you leave it too long, then yeah. I was actually lucky, I was able to land in the center of the clock tower, so yeah. And Eggman's airship will come to a screeching halt there, and we can just go through there. I'll admit it is a throwback to the Flying Battery Zone, however short it might be, but yeah, this is not the Flying Battery. Flying Battery is huge. Just look, I am glad it came back in Sonic Mania, even if T-Lobes didn't like it that much. Anyway, that being said, we're done with Act 1, so I will move on to Act 2, which is a lot better than Act 1. Seriously. I think Act 1 was too slow. Maybe it was trying to borrow from the Weirhog stage, and you could actually tell it was borrowing from the Weirhog stage, to be honest. Just how it worked and everything, but yeah, I don't like Act 1 of Rooftop Run. Act 2, however, and that character looks awfully familiar, but we'll have to wait until we've completed Act 2 to do so. So indeed, let's go to Act 2 of Rooftop Run, where we will, of course, play with modern Sonic, and it is actually quite a fun ride. Yes, as it was in Sonic Unleashed, actually, with normal Sonic, shall I say? So yeah, and this is where the Sonic's trick system really comes into play. It really works here. You can even skip a huge part of this. Okay, did I not have any rings there? Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Yes, it looks like I had 0 rings. I think I did, actually. Are there any rings on this segment? I don't know. But, yeah. No, okay, I got 6 rings. So where could I have lost them? I do not know. Okay, well, never mind. I also like the more symphonic remix of the anyway, that being said, yeah, I do actually like Act 2, basically. It takes everything that was good about the original Rooftop Run in Sonic Unleashed and makes it even better, seriously. We also get chased by, I guess, the same airship we saw earlier with ClassicSonic. So yes, apparently Eggman has put his airship now into this stage. And we'll also get, I don't know if that was a thing, but a chase segment with the Egg Chasers a bit later, and the thing there. But I'll get to that. For now, yeah, also a red ring there. Also some branching pathways, mostly after this segment with the loop-de-loop and everything. So yeah, and yeah, Modern Sonic gets the easier part of this. He just runs right up the clock tower. No need to spin the thing or have to deal with various enemies here, no. Modern Sonic has it easy, man, seriously. And nice one up there. Yeah, I'll take the upper path and wait for that thing to come down, or maybe not. Okay, there we go. And another red ring, yeah. it helps to keep moving in this case, I think. So yeah, and you know, boost down here, and ouch, knock his ass. Yeah, seriously. Likewise with Unleashed, you can easily barrel through the egg fighters with Modern Sonic, and this is honestly a very nice throwback to well, actually, Apatos in Sonic Unleashed. Seriously, the first stage with normal Sonic, I guess. So yeah, I missed. And yes, I am referring to the HD version, not the Wii and PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed. Because of that. So yeah, so 1 up. And then I will homing attack my way out of there. And yeah. Beware of that giant wall of spikes. You could easily skewer Sonic there. Then towards the end of the stage we have the Egg Chasers, yes, but also Eggman's airship, which will use, I'm guessing, a charge laser, which can easily knock the living rings out of you. If you're not careful. Seriously, he did it to me. You can defeat the, as Omo Chow said, the Egg Chasers by knocking the Egg Fighters to defeat them. They do respawn slowly, but nothing too hard. And now we will get the Return of Vector. I know it doesn't ask where the computer room is, thankfully.
Thanks, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
Yep. And I dare say Keith Silverstein does a pretty good Vector. He kind of sounds like a cross between Mark Biaggi and James Carter Cathcart. Mostly the more, kind of more the hard-boiled detective mixed with the idiocy of Cathcart's, Vector. Anyway, that being said, let's move on to Planet Wisp. Well, yes, this is actually Planet Wisp. And I'm actually going to play the original. I do not like the remix that much. Seriously. So, with Planet Wisp, basically how it works is that, as a stage, it's kind of divided, in my opinion, in terms of how it works. One half I do like, the beginning half, where you're going through the lush greenery. The second half, however, I don't. And this being Sonic Colors, we also get the power of a Wisp, which unfortunately me using the Xbox 360, it doesn't play the music with said Wisp we get, unfortunately, but I just do not like the Act 2 remix in Unleashed. Seriously, I prefer the more calming one from Colors, so that's what I'm playing here. So that being said, I am gonna go and go attack all the enemies. And that's another thing. Doing the lightspeed dash in midair is a pain in the ass in Unleashed if your timing is terrible like mine. Seriously. You have to do it rightly with the Y button. That's the one downside I will say with Modern Sonic, is how the Lightspeed dash is actually implemented in this game. Anyway, yeah, apparently we get Buzz Bombers, which of course were not in the original one, although we do get also the Egg Balls with their pickaxes, which were actually, they actually use them as projectiles here, seriously. Yeah. And the Wisp we will use with Modern Sonic is the Rocket Wisp, and you actually have to hold down the Y button to charge it up in this game, which isn't that big of a deal, although you can take damage while you are charging it up, which, as far as I know, was not a thing in Colors. I mean, I did just upload Colors Ultimate onto my channel, but even with the problems Ultimate did have, I don't think it had that much of a thing there, so yeah, so I'm gonna say the safer route by actually going under. Yeah, once you get to the more industrial parts of the level, what will happen is you'll have to deal with various obstacles, such as the buzzsaws, yes, but also the these missiles, which I don't really enjoy in the game. I don't know, but yeah. Eggman must have really wanted to go back in time and destroy Sonic, that's all I'm gonna say. Seriously. Because this was not in, as far as I know, not in colours. Although the buzzsaws might have been, I'm not sure. But onto this segment. Now, if I'd gone the upper route, I would have been able to get a red ring, but as it happens, no, I didn't in this case. So yeah, so I'm gonna boost along here, and then we get to a huge segment, again very industrial in nature, where we will have to ride these things like a roller coaster. These things are actually quite cool. The only annoyance is having to get rid of the egg balls and completely miss with them. Seriously, that does happen. I know it's happened to me playing Generations and whatnot. So yeah. Well, there you go. And also, you can easily fall into the egg balls throwing their projectile thingies. Yeah, that's all what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stick with it. So that being said, propel yourself up there, Sonic. And then, no idea, man! And then, move your way over there, and there we go, I guess. Oh boy, I do not like these guys. Seriously, I do not like these sandworms at all here. Because they just pop out of the wall. I think they may be even worse in, I'm not sure, in the Lost World, where the thing, but yeah, they also shoot their pellets just like those robots in Rooftop Run, the level we just did. So yeah. And the reason I wanted to go with Modern Sonic here is because, to be honest, Classic Sonic again has the harder of the two levels in Planet Wisp. Seriously. At least I can say this about Modern Sonic. He does at least have the roller coaster segments with those platforms, which are actually cool and can I say an improvement? I don't know. I will use the rocket wisp up here because you can actually move to one side with it. Seriously, something you could not do in Sonic Colors, seriously. So I will give Sonic Team this. They have improved the Rocket Wisp in this game. Just a shame in the next one they had to make it all 3D and stuff, and it could have worked in 3D, but the way they did it with because I play the Wii U version of thing, I know it's available on PC. I might consider doing that just to play the PC version, because that would be easier. I don't know if I have the specs for it on my laptop or not. As I say, I can't record off my PC unless I pay for something like Bandicam, which I may look into doing, actually. Seriously, without the watermark. But never mind that for now. I want to go here and through the thing, and yeah, now I believe this is where the wall comes down on us, literally. Yeah, because beyond this area, if we bust through the thing, we'll hear like a whirring mechanical noise. That is the wall coming down on us, seriously. Yeah, this whole segment here is annoying as hell. I do not like it, seriously, with just how long it is. Seriously, it actually makes me miss Sonic Colors and everything. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it's taken me over 9 minutes. I don't know what happened. I think I got the Rocket Wisp rather quickly there, so yeah. Anyway, I won't be revealing who the character we unlock here, well, it's not playable, you get the idea. Anyway, I will see you on the next one where we do Act 1 of Planet Wisp. So I'll see you then. Goodbye!